Hello everyone, welcome back to GoCode Media. Guess what? I'm so happy you're tuning back to watch me again on GoCode Media. And if you're watching for the first time, GoCode Media is a YouTube channel dedicated to people that really want to become a web developer, especially starting from the scratch. I mean, you're just an absolute beginner, like you don't know anything about web development. Then GoCode Media is for you. We are actually building this YouTube channel all together with the community, and you just got to tell me what you wish to see on the YouTube channel, and before you know it, we'll be putting things together and just making things happen. That's about GoCode Media. So in today's vlog, which I normally do about my channel, I'll be talking about I've decided I want to become a web developer. Then where do I start? That's a very good question. Because in my last video, I actually talked about, becoming a web developer and what are the challenges, what does it entail, what are the rewards. Then now, let's assume that, okay, I was so good. I mean, I was a good marketing guy. And I actually convinced you to become a web developer. And the next one is that then, yes, I want to become a web developer. Then how do I start? So in today's vlog, I'll be talking about that. And we'll actually be sharing ideas together. Of course, I'm not saying this is the only right option. There's so many ways to become a web developer, but this is just my own personal opinion. And this is what I've been using right from time, and I believe at least it's working for me so far. Good. So how do I start? The first and foremost is of course, you've decided, you're ready, you get your computer, you get your system or whatever. Or if you don't even have a computer to buy, at least you have an access to it. Maybe you borrow from a friend or you use it on a public place. Anything. You got your computer, so you have to install your your browser, Chrome, which I really recommend, and also of course put up your Visual Studio Code. Then you're there. You started. That's so cool. You started already. You become a web developer on the way, of course. A web developer in the making, which is very interesting. So I wouldn't say that. If you actually watch my first video from GoCode Media, just go to GoCode Media on YouTube and search. You'll see my first video about setting up your working environment. I actually explain everything there, and I think I can also try to put maybe a link somewhere there so that you can also see it there. So you put there, then the point is that then what should I do? Yeah, the best thing is just to start learning HTML, because HTML is actually the markup. It's the skeleton of the web. I mean, of the internet. All the web pages and everything, at least most people try to use HTML. Of course, there are a lot of different kind of ways you can do it. There's a React app. There is different kind of technologies nowadays. But of course, as a beginner, I wouldn't say, okay, go and learn React, because of course you have to know some vanilla JavaScript, some destructuring, some constructors, some classes. These are kind of core programming that you have to know, and condition, control, all those kind of stuff. So it's not very good to start from there. At least it's a little bit difficult for you. So I recommend you start with HTML at least, which is hypertext markup language. It's just what markup, like the old HTML, your image, your paragraph, a lot of things out there, which I've actually started also a complete HTML series where I'm actually detailing everything about HTML as much as I can. It's a little bit, some of them are a little bit longer because I just have to give everything in much detail as possible, because these are really fundamental things that everybody actually have to know. Because you cannot just go out there and say you're a web developer and you don't really know those basic stuff. So just go check also my YouTube videos. You will see HTML series. It's very interesting, trust me. It's going good so far. You just have to watch it yourself. And then CSS, of course. CSS is like the skin. It's okay, now you make the chassis of the car, and then what? You have to give it some nice body, it makes it look really nice. It has color, it has all these things. And of course, it's just there, it's not doing nothing. It's just like, I don't know, it's just like a statue. It cannot move, it cannot run, it cannot do anything. Then you need JavaScript. Yeah, JavaScript is people call it the programming language of the web. Of course, it is native to so many browsers. There's this browser engine V8 that actually pass all the JavaScript code and everything, and you don't necessarily have to use any special programming language. JavaScript will do for you, at least from the front end. And you can do a lot. You can activate boarding. You can make the website to be more interactive, so that when people come there they can submit form. Of course, maybe just to click. Of course, you need some PHP to submit it to a server, of course, but still, you know what I mean. Like you can change maybe you can put some animation, you can with some jQuery, even with vanilla JavaScript, you can do a lot. So it makes it like interactivity. There is this interaction. Then that's JavaScript, which also I'll be doing JavaScript tutorial also in the future. I'm also just learning, of course. I'm not this, of course. I'm also still learning, of course. Also CSS also as I also said, and you are actually on the way to become what, a web developer. You just don't give up. That's very important, because trust me, a lot of things are not going to work. Your code will not work, and it might not work because of stupid reason. Maybe you forgot a semicolon or something very little. But you know, the computer is very stupid. Let me put it like that, because computer is not smart enough. Of course, VS Code is really trying with intelligence and extension, but still, there's some errors they cannot really, especially some syntax error they cannot still catch, that the error engine cannot catch. So what do? So you might, and that might not make your code to work for this. Then what do? So you don't have to give up. I've said it in my last video. You should have this kind of passion, like I just have to get it done. And I'll also be discussing how to like maybe find out online how to debug your code and whatever. Maybe I can make a video, because I think it would be more better if I make a coding video and I show some examples, like how to use specific keywords in your search. For example, putting the programming language, like for example, I need to talk about inline element, I have to put HTML or something like that, so that I only get something with, because there's no inline in, like for example, word processor and all this kind of stuff, if you notice. But if you put HTML, it's the result of the search is specific to that. So you're not being given this kind of mess, and you're so confused, you're looking for one solution, you end up with another problem. These are always the problem that I've also lived it before, because I also try to learn myself. And before you know it, if you're the type that usually give up, you give up on web development, because there's a lot of, I would say, even some of them are even more confusing than, like guiding you to the right path. So, but I try as much as possible till I just put up the best of the whole thing, that those things that I've used like months to understand, I'm ready to give you and teach you in just maybe a couple of minutes, because I've already learned it. You don't have to pass through the hard way. You should make our life easy for each other. So guys, ladies, gentlemen, just let's go do it. Go subscribe to GoCode Media, get it done, get it rolling, and before you know it, you are on your way. Guess what? Let's go code media. Let's go code media. Subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, GoCode Media, and also put on your notification on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to share with your friends and family. And guess what? We can actually make this happen. You're on your way to become a web developer. Thanks. See you. Bye.